You're listening to the Money Mike's syndicated podcast. We're coming to you live with our NFL Week 8 picks. We're going to put it down for you this weekend. We're going to put you on something that's going to turn your season around. We gave you Buffalo Thursday night. That was easy. And we're 11-6 on the season, so we're going to keep rocking and rolling and get you something you can play today. First up, obviously, huge 49er fan. Cincinnati Bengals. I look for the Niners to get back on track. I look for the sack machine to be active, obviously. Cincinnati, Zach Taylor, Lou Morano, they kind of bouncing around, but we know Burrow likes to hang in the pocket for a while. So Niners sacks will be up. Niners going to roll this week, get back on track after 2 straight losses. And again, you heard it from Money Mike, Sam Wilkes is the man for the job. Moving along, we're going to roll with the Jets. We got Robert Saleh, Nate Hackett are rolling that thing together. They're sitting there, they're trying to pull things back together. They're struggling, but they're improving, and they're still winning games. Obviously, the Giants, Brian Dable's going to dial up some offense. Don Martinell, 19 years in the league, he's going to be able to put something on the defense. I just think the Jets are moving in the right direction, and obviously they got a $60 million coach in Aaron Rodgers. So we got to know he's going to dial up and be right there breaking it down and helping those guys get on the right track. Next up, we got the Eagles and the Commanders. Man, I love the bookie special. Eagles 3rd in offense, 6th in defense. Hands down, all the money's going on the Eagles. Money Mike's going to stick with the Washington Commanders. They flopped last week. So Ron Rivera, Jack Del Rio, let's put something together and get on the board. I picked the Commanders to roll. Next up, we got the Vikings that are going to play the Packers. Jeff LaFleur. There's no Aaron Rodgers in the building. So you just got to know that when there's no Aaron Rodgers in the building, Matt LaFleur, you're just an ordinary coach. Should have let him have his way and you'd still be on top now. But we're going to rock and roll with the Vikings this week. I like what Kevin McConnell's doing. Brian Flores is stacking up the defense. They're rocking and rolling. The Vikings, Kirk Cousins, veteran quarterback, going to get it done. There's some things about Cousins. Obviously, that's what the 49ers want Brock Purdy to be. But obviously, Brock Purdy's not Kirk Cousins. But Kirk Cousins is going to drill through the Packers. And, the Packers are going to have to take their defeats and suffer. So, Money Mike's rolling with the Vikings. I got a special one I think they're going to get on the board this week. The Carolina Panthers, sitting 23rd in offense, 19th in defense. They're going to play the Texans. DeMarco Ryans, ex-49er coach. Folks, I'll tell you, if you want to know the best coaches in the league, they're all coming out the 49ers tree. But DeMarco, Matt Burke, a lot of experience, but you're not going to get it done this week. Money Mike picks the Panthers to get on the board. Stick with me. Raiders. We all know about Josh McDaniels, what he's doing. The Raiders, you got the Lions this week, and you're going to face something you haven't seen before. That's just physical football on both sides. You got the Lions at 4th in offense, 10th in defense. They're hammering. They got ran into Baltimore last week, but I know Dan Campbell's going to rally that troop back together. I expect them to put a foot down on the Raiders today. Money Mike loves the Lions. Next up, we got the Chargers. Oh, my goodness. Chargers and the Bears. The Bears, you got lucky last week. I love your Bears. But here's what's happening, what Money Mike sees, oddly. Mac Eberhard, Luke Getsky. They're going to try to get it together, but I don't think it's going to happen. Hightower running the defense, the trainers are there. I think the Chargers with Brian Staley, Kellen Moore, former Dallas Cowboy, they're going to get on the Bears. They're going to put them in something they can't believe. And they're going to go ahead and win that ball game. Money Mike picks the Chargers. So that's what you have. That's what you see. Folks, the only thing I make you a warning of, we're 11-6 on the week, but every year we're going to have a week of the dogs. So just expect the dogs to just wipe the board one week, and I do mean the underdogs. But with that being said, Money Mike should get you on the roll this week. You should have a great weekend. And here's what I'm going to say. You're listening to the Money Mike's syndicated podcast. We're bringing it to you. We like to let you do what you do. I'll do what I do. And we promise to give you good barbecue. So keep rocking and rolling. Enjoy your NFL Sunday. And we're going to bury the books. 11-6. Let's see if we can improve that. Let's